That's live. Jesus, fucker. All right. All right, gang. What up, what up, what up? We here, baby. We are here. We're super fucking late today. How's everybody doing? I know typically I'm not doing this super late on Mondays, but things changed today. I got a sick kid and everything got started late today. But we are here, so everybody welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the show. How we all doing? Right off rip, since I see both of you all in here, Miss Kiss and Acetone, both of you. You guys, you threw in some funds last week to pitch in for my son. He got an award last week at school, and I want to say thank you to both of you. You guys, here, let me pull it up. You guys pitched in, and look at that. You guys helped him pick up the Mega Kangaskhan Illustrator box. Thank you both so very, very fucking much. It means the world to me. You've been folks do nice things for my kid. I love it. That means more to me than anything that anybody could possibly do for me. So again, thank you both. That was fucking amazing. Thank you guys. That's part of what you guys pitched in for him. So thank you. Means the world. He'll feel better soon. He's just a little congested, but in general, just wanted to say thank you guys for that. That was the gift you guys got him, and like I said, it means the world to me. Thank you guys. Hey, Bob. Hang on, gang. Don't. Go ahead, big dog. Here.
Thank you for this.
There you go. Thank you, guys. He had to say thank you. That's what we do. We are polite and we have manners. Good job, buddy. You want to say something else? You can. Okay. Good job, dude. Appreciate you doing that. Love you. Thank you, guys. You guys, again, mean the world to me. Thank you both so very, very much. Now, how's everybody doing? Doing well, I hope. I know today is 420. Happy 420 to everybody out there. I didn't think about starting my tea break. I didn't realize that I was going to be on that tolerance break still on today. But, fuck, it is what it is. That doesn't mean you guys can't get abso-fucking-lutely ripped. You did okay, I haven't checked the Discord today like I was supposed to. But yes, I will. I will get in contact with you, Turbo, and yeah, we'll make some stuff happen. Absolutely. We will make some stuff happen. We can do that. Not a problem. Happy to do some Pokemon business. I love doing that. Had a great time this past weekend. It was like the first time that we've had a real Pokemon show or a TCG show here where we live. It's just the people that put on our card show. They said there's never really been enough interest in our town to really make it worth their time. So it was kind of they didn't really know if it was going to pan out. And my goodness, it panned the fuck out. That place was packed this past Saturday at the Klamath County Fairgrounds. It was a blast. There was so many people. There were so many cards. I had one dude. He showed me his One Piece card collection, and I don't think I've ever seen $100,000 in my life that was contained in a box about this big. Just some slabs, some cards. He's like, yeah, this one's 17 grand. This one's 3 grand. This one's 7 grand. What are you looking for? Are you looking to spend like 10,000 today or what? I was like, motherfucking what? No, I don't have $10,000 to spend on cards. I wish I did. But he's like, so you're not looking for high end. What you want? You want some like mid grade, like 500 to 1,000 a card? I'm like, no, dude, fuck no, I can't afford that. I was thinking like $5 a card. That's my budget, which he was able to accommodate it, but still, it was so fucking cool to see that. To see someone that it told me that if this dude is carrying around 100 grand in a little tiny briefcase like this big, with all the people there had to be a couple $1 million worth of cards. It was one of the coolest fucking things. I find these shows amazing. The amount of cards that are there, the amount of money that goes into it. I saw one dude that was just loaded down with One Piece, with Pokemon. He had illustrator boxes. He had ETBs. It's fucking mind blowing how much money is tied up into this shit. And I show up I thought I was balling out because I took 500 with me. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm like, I'm the best there ever was. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm very clearly still at stage 1. Still, though, it was a blast. It was a blast. Just a really, really fun time. And again, you guys pitched in and got that Illustrator box for my little guy. Meant the world to me. Thank you guys again so very, very much. Now, on to today. Like I said, it's 420. I hope you guys are ready to get ripped, get stoned, because I can't. I've still got, 4 more days to go. I'm planning on picking up a 2-gram cart by this weekend, so that way we can get blown Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday. I know I missed Saturday's stream. To be fair, I didn't get home till like 7:30 that night, so it's a little late for me to be doing that. But we will be getting blowed this weekend. This weekend will make the 4th week. It'll make a full month that I've been on a tea break, so I will be picking up a 2-gram cart either Thursday or Friday, and we'll be balling out Friday. So, that all being said, I hope you guys are ready to get ripped. Get them out. You guys know what fucking time it is. Please, treat yourself. It's 420. Treat yourself. Get it out. Get yourselves a double. You guys know what to do. You guys know what to do. Let me fix my membership counter right quick. I forgot to do that. Let's get that corrected, because I think we're sitting at... Oh, no, we're perfect. We're right at 184. Right at 184, so we are perfect. All right, gang. Rare Kyogre EX. Dude, that's sick. I have a Kyogre. It's not a good one. It's the one that you can pull in like every single fucking pack that you... Do you guys ever feel like, those of you that collect cards, do you ever open boosters and it seems like you open like 5 boosters and you get like, there's fucking 7 cards in there that just get repeated over and over and over and over and over, and you end up with the same fucking Pokemon 13,000 goddamn times? Sheesh! I have got so many fucking repeats. It's mind-blowing. Regardless, it is what it is. It's a blast though. Fantastic, Taffy. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, because I need content for this week to make some videos, so I'll be checking out her channel. No rippers for you, little... Yeah, I get that. I completely understand that too, Acetone. My wife decided to master set Perfect Order, and with all the duplicates that we have, it only took like, I think it's 2 ETBs and a 6-pack. And as of right now, my wife only needs like 10 or 12 cards to finish that master set. Like, fucking easy peasy. To be fair, that set's not a huge one, but regardless. What else? We did that. We talked about that. Doing Pokemon cards. Went online, watch other people. Yeah. Sometimes I see people open packs on TikTok and Instagram and everything. And it seems like they open the same exact packs that I do. Like, what the fuck? They get the same holos, the same reverse holos. They get the same fucking cards that I do. It's whatever. I guess that's part of that. But I guess that's what makes it fun, right? It's like you get to feel like a degenerate gambler because, we got to keep going. You can't... the hit is always in the next pack. That's where it's at. It's never in the pack you're opening. It's always in the next one. But regardless, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for our next episode of Christory. And today, we're going to tear down part 74, 75, which means we enter the final 10. We enter the final 10. We do episode... This one leaves us with 11. This is our final 11 with this first one. Our second one will take us to our final 10, and we're down to single digits. After today, we will be down to single-digit episodes left to get through this series. Holy shit. Holy shit. I know. We have laid down miles of Christory here. Miles of this shit. Thugging it. I thought it was impressive when I made the video series and we got to episode 37. Shit. We're up to episode 74 right now. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost done with it. I do not have planned what's going to be next yet. Not yet. But I'm sure there's plenty of internet out there. We'll have something good lined up. I'll make sure I have something lined up for the following Monday, so that once we do get this shit wrapped up, we'll jump into something else the following Monday, and just continue right on down the line. I don't know what yet, but we'll be getting into something. Okay. I'll have to check out that video from Dr. Root with Ed. I haven't seen that yet. Again, I've been lacking on Raxx this past week. The past week I just kind of been off doing my thing. I mean, yeah, I made a few videos, but with the week, see what? We streamed Friday. I didn't do anything Saturday or Sunday. Today's Monday. Just a couple of days. It feels like it's been a week since I've even looked at a Raxx video. I guess that's a good thing. Anyways, enough of me sitting here yapping. Let's open up, or let's head on over to Geno Samuel 2.1's channel. Shouts out to Geno Samuel. We appreciate you, Big Dog. We appreciate all 85 parts that you have put out. We've gone through 74 of them, 74 today, 75. And man, it's still fucking crazy to me that we have come this far and that we're this close to the finale. We have put in serious work on this series. With that, why don't you guys go ahead and get your rippers out? You know what time it is. Please take rippers for me. I'm there with you in spirit. I'm still on my tea break. Got a few more days. Just a few more. Today's Monday, so we got 1, 2. 4 days from now, we're going to be getting so fucking ripped. I'm very excited for it. I'll have to check Cassandra's channel. If she's dropping more content, I'll have to check her channel. That'll be great to make some videos on this week. Get your rippers out. You know what time it is. It's 4:20. It's 4:20 today. Please indulge, embrace it. Treat yourself. Get yourselves a double. If you can get a triple, if you guys can hit a triple, get it. You deserve it. It's Monday. You deserve it. No. I might disappear for a few days here and there, but I'm always here, baby. I am always here. I will always be back. Enough of me yapping. Let's open this shit up. Let's get to work. Let's see where Chris takes us today. If everybody's ready, like I said, get your rippers in. You know what time it is. Let's fucking go. Oh boy.
What made this way?
Here we go.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
Feels like we're leading up to some real nasty shit. Like the past dozen or so episodes, we have just been fucking going downhill with this Chris Chan shit. And I don't feel like any of it's going to get any better. It's like we know what kind of a bombshell is waiting for us at the end here. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. We're just heading straight for it. So, let's get it. All right. We got it fired up.
On October 5th,
I know. I don't know what the fuck's up with my streams. I don't know. My internet's been fucking with me a lot lately.
15th, 2019, Christine shared a link on Twitter to a page on the fundraising
I forgot Chris was begging to go to that convention with the dildo on his head.
site GoFundMe, which aimed to gather funds for her trip to the My Little Pony themed convention, BabsCon. A Twitter user asked why did she not get a job instead to make money, to which she wrote that she was unemployable because of online haters and that she was already constantly employed as a goddess. The Twitter user returned to reply that she would be fine if she left the internet and got a job pushing trolleys at a supermarket, and that she was not unhireable, but lazy instead. Chris wrote back that she was not lazy, but busy instead.
Hang on, gang. I think I fucked us up a little bit. I think I got us on the wrong episode. I think we're one episode past this. Hang on. Wait a minute. What episode are we on right now? This is episode 74. Did I put us on the wrong one? I've done this so many times. LXXIV. Yep. Oh my god. I think we need to switch it up. I think we got to go one episode in front of where we are. Yep, I fucked up. That's my apology. We're on episode 75 right now. My bad. We watched 74 last week. It's a good thing I have 75 already lined up, so I do apologize. I do apologize. We're going to get right to it. There we go. That's the next one I need right there. My bad, gang. My bad.
On November 29th, 2019, after Christine told Jacob Sockness that she could not be his sweetheart, Jacob ordered her on Twitter to wipe the Twilight Sparkle's secret chipfic folder expansion deck commemorating his imagined world of Kidasuna from her mind, since he claimed copyright over the stories and characters she used, and would only let her use the cards if they got married. Chris conceded, but alleged that she experienced the slavery in Kidasuna herself, and that her memories could not be copyrighted. Sockness, however, persisted that he owned the names used on the cards, and that she could not sell them without his permission. Over on the online conversing application Discord, in the Arbitrage Quick Alliance server, where members of the Place Discord server roleplayed as their CPU personas, Chris confirmed that she had reserved a room to stay in while attending the My Little Pony themed convention BabsCon that was to take place in early 2020 in California, though she still had to plan the train trip to get there, among other details. She admitted that she did not include Jacob in her plans at all.
I don't think you're wrong, Shwilly. I think that's a very likely scenario. I think it'd be really fucked up to see what would happen if the two of them actually were in person, face to face. I don't think it would be good. I don't think it would end well for one of them.
In the server, Chris also revealed her daily schedule, which included taking medicine in the morning, followed by meditating while playing the game Tetris 99, and going out on errands while walking at a brisk pace, with occasional bursts of fast running speed on
I don't believe that for a second.
impulse. On November 30th,
So you just go outside and just walk, and then you're just cruising along, and as fat as you are, Chris, I don't believe that.
the enabler,
You fat fuck.
Righteous for Quick, posted a photo of a custom-made Henshin device inspired by the Japanese franchise Kamen Rider, which purported to grant its users temporary powers of a CPU or a Sonichu or Rosechu.
Oh, what the fuck is that? What is that? I see a dildo right here, this little pink thing, but I don't know what the rest of this shit does. Huh.
He then posted an animated GIF of a transformation initiated by such a device as seen in a Kamen Rider game. Chris responded, expressing her interest in the device, and asked Righteous to discuss it with her through Twitter direct messaging. On December 3rd, YouTube user The Sergeant at Arms, a steaming fan who exclusively archived Chris Chan-related videos and collected Chris Chan memorabilia,
Why would you, of all the things in the world to collect, of all the cool shit out there that you could collect, why would you collect Chris Chan stuff, dude? I like Pokemon cards and pocket knives. I think those are awesome. There's so many things you can collect, and you're gonna, this is like collecting dog shit. Why? What's the point?
uploaded 2 videos showcasing his own custom-printed Twilight Sparkle's secret chipfic folder cards, which depicted the villains throughout the Sonichu storyline.
You really went through and printed all this shit?
After
Liquid Chris. Okay, that card would be kind of cool.
watching the video, Christine emailed the Sergeant at Arms, informing him that his cards were not perfect, and let him know the correct image format to use. She added that she wanted to
I feel like I see dildos everywhere when it comes to Chris Chan. I can't help it.
back for herself, and offered to help him make the cards better for the game. Soon after, Chris sent to Sergeant direct messages via Discord to let him know that she was happy to be of help and approved of the expansion pack. On December 4th, she returned to tell him that from the information she gathered by watching the videos, she remade some of the cards after making some improvements, providing him with the files. After another day, Christine advertised on Twitter that, with the permission of the Sergeant-at-Arms, she recreated the full pack and made it purchasable on her new quickfillshopping.com website. The Sergeant-at-Arms later revealed that he did indeed give permission for Chris to use his card ideas. On December 6th, YouTuber and artist Project SNT posted a video of her illustrating her reimagined appearances of the chaotic combo troupe of characters from the Sonichu comics. Chris wrote vaguely of her irritation and dislike of the redesigns, being unable to justify her aversion to Project SNT's drawings. She left a comment on the YouTube video, claiming that a lot of the redesign choices triggered her bad, accompanying her comment with a slew of emojis representing shock and disgust. The next day, Christine dramatically confessed that she was in pain. She further elaborated that she was dealing with a urinary tract infection, writing her thoughts and feelings via sentences constructed with words out of order.
Isn't that mostly a female thing? Can dudes get... Alright, let's Google this. I don't know. I need to find out. Can dudes get urinary... How does my phone know? Oh, never mind. I guess men can get urinary tract infections. I did not know that. It is less common than in women due to longer urethras. Male UTIs are usually considered complicated, often linked to prostate issues, bladder, or kidney issues. Symptoms include painful, burning urination, frequent urges, and cloudy/strong-smelling urine. They require prompt treatment with antibiotics. The most common cause in men over 50 is prostate enlargement or related issues. Other causes include STDs. There's only one person Chris could get those from. Kidney stones or diabetes. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Chris. Jesus Christ.
She also hinted that she had sent Project SNT, or Courtney, an email concerning the chaotic combo redesigns. She later revealed in the Play's Discord group that the email she sent was impulsive and rash. In addition, in response to watching Project SNT's video, Chris began developing a strong interest in the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons, which was cited by Courtney as an inspiration for her redesigns of the Sonichu characters. On December 8th, Chris showed off her newly created expansion deck featuring lore and artwork created by her Twitter enabler, Helena G. Fiorenza, who often posted composite photos purporting to show her spending time with Magi-chan. One Twitter follower ridiculed her for a card that showed a still frame from the video taken by the so-called Teen Troon Squad.
That's weird. I got you, Jason. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be digging into Cassandra's page this week and making some videos on it for sure. And as far as those kidney stones go, I've actually, fun fact, I've had, I think 5 throughout my lifetime. The first one I had when I was like 18 I was 19, 20-ish. And that shit is fucking debilitating. Holy fuck. Kidney stones, it's incredible how much pain a little bitty rock like that, it's incredible how much pain those little fuckers can put you through. I had, right after I started dating my wife, we had been together like 2 or 3 weeks at this point, and I developed a kidney stone. She was coming over to see me one night, and I messaged her. I was like, "Hey, I'm at the hospital. Come see me up here. I'm fucked up at the hospital." And a doctor came in, checked me out, checked everything, and I told him I was tender in areas, and he's like, "Yeah, if you have a kidney stone, we'll do a little X-ray," and he confirmed it. And it's fucking brutal how much just that. I mean, the rocks like this, like they're fucking like the tip of a pencil, and it just feels like a little jagged shard of glass. You're trying to piss it out. It's fucking brutal. I would rather catch a knee to the face over and over and over than have to pee out a little tiny rock again. It's fucking awful.
Wherein Christine seemingly embraced and kissed her supposed wife, Chriselle, with Helena's drawing of Chriselle placed into the scene. Chris defended the moment, stating that it actually happened, and that her teenage friends did not mind the interaction, calling anyone who mocked them neurotypically hindered. Another Twitter user declared her former friends to have been trolls, to which Chris wrote that she allegedly knew they were trolls, but added that they were also kind individuals with good intentions, telling the user that she would not listen to their bullshit. When other users pointed out that she may be sued for selling cards using the My Little Pony name Twilight Sparkle, amongst other critical remarks, Chris called those critics neurotypically hindered as well. Christine then advertised her complete set of all her custom decks for sale for $330 in time for the Christmas season.
Are you fucking kidding me? $300 for that shit. Your money would be better spent on crack cocaine. I'm not condoning drug use. I'm not telling anybody to go get a bunch of crack, but your money would be better spent on rock crack than fucking Chris Chan cards.
With many followers complaining about the seemingly unrealistically high price.
I got you, Cassandra. I'll be digging through your channel this week, doing my weekly videos, and I heard that you're gonna be that you've been dropping some new stuff, so I'm gonna be digging through your channel, making some videos on it.
In response, Chris listed a breakdown of the printing and shipping costs involved, legitimizing the listed price, concluding with, "Any further questions on their pricing, you neurotypically hindered trolling stupids. Where's the comics? These cards are part of the comics, dundernuts."
No, they're not, dickhead.
Shut up. Put up. I'm sick. Good night. Also on that
Chris, you're getting real uppity lately. You're getting real just kind of up your own ass about these dumbass fucking cards you've made.
day, Chris live-streamed herself on YouTube taking photos of her custom cards for 1 hour and 43 minutes.
Hello everybody, Christine Chandler coming
Oh, Christine Chandler. I fucking hate the way Chris speaks.
to you live from home once again. Today doing something completely special because we pretty much have enough products to actually take good photographs. So I'll be using my second phone. I got 2 phones. One for the trolls and one for my...
Don't ruin that song. Don't ruin it, Chris.
No. One for my trolls, and one for my homes. I got 2 phones.
Well, I guess Kevin Gates is off the table now. No more listening to that.
One for the bullies and one for my friends. You think
You have a phone specifically for your bullies?
I need 2 phones? You're recording with one, you're taking pictures of the other one? I think that's a pretty good reason.
I don't. Believe it or not, Chris, when you're recording with the phone, you can also take pictures as you're recording. Mind-blowing shit, I know.
Baby, don't mess with that. My cat, baby.
I don't like it when Chris calls us baby. I don't like that.
Hey! Don't mess with the keyboard. Don't mess with the keyboard.
Chris, I hope your fat-ass belly pushes that table over and you spill all your cards on the ground. God, I fucking hate you so much.
What? Yeah. Here, buddy. Now it's a cat video. Here's a cat video. Here's your cat. No. Alright, I'll let you go. But yeah, don't mess with the cable. I'm recording here. You mess with the cable, you mess with the power system. We'll do a splay here. So there's Mega Wild.
I hope you get cancer in your face, Chris. I hope you get it right here. Just right in the fucking face.
He needs his tail to be a leaf. Its gliding properties make him able to fly and jump higher. Don't give him a big old poopy Pachorizo tail, Courtney. Come on. Gah! That really triggered me. Anyway. Excuse me. From the
Let me turn this around since I'm covering Chris right now. Let's spin this around. There we go.
stress I had of watching that
He's in a mini skirt, dude. Ew.
video with the redesigned chaotic combo. Allow the cold virus to get dealing with yesterday
I don't like this.
and today. Hot warm tea with lemon. I had to deal with really messed up brain. That's why I ended up not on purpose, just ending up making scrambled sentences. All right?
That's because when you speak, you mumble jumble all your words together, and you're just speaking like, "Hey, I'm Christian. What are you doing?" I fucking hate the way you speak.
That's why my brain was really fried from the virus that was coming in.
I bet I could take the claw end of a hammer and fix that for you, Chris. Just put the. I really think that claw end of a hammer just right there, that would fix a lot of issues for Chris.
Got up, stressed. It took advantage. I have positivity and optimism and as calm and clear mind as possible for meditation to stave off. I've been able to stave off viruses for months. And then this fated event, this fated triggering set happens, and I just... I may not be reading your comments, but I'm actually hearing your comments telepathically. Put that right here. Yeah, that's doable. I'm not giving up. Y'all can stow your hatred, because I'm doing this. You hear that, everyone?
You hear that, everyone? Fucking mumble jumble bullshit.
I can have as much fun as I want to. And you heard it from the horse's mouth. Or horse mouth. I'm gonna have some fun. See ya! You can't hurry along. No, you just have to wait. Love isn't easy. It's a game of give and take. There's a problem. No, it's because you're not standing them upright. It's because you're making them lean forward and there's not much friction on the bots. We hate you, you're so dumb. You're so dumb!
I like that claw hammer lobotomy. Fuck yeah, that's a good line.
Go kill yourself, Chris. Go kill yourself, Chris. Yes, I can hear you all, but you're not getting to me, so shut the fuck up. Here we go.
You're mighty audacious, Chris. You talk a lot of shit for someone that's morbidly obese, has titties, and couldn't make a 5-mile walk to save your life, you fat bitch.
Go. Now we have our pit. Now we have all our lovely photographs, and I'll be uploading these to
Hope you drop it and break it. Hope you drop that phone right now.
update the items on the pre-sale shop.
On December 9th, Christine updated her Twitter followers with the news that the cold virus made her lose her voice, but continued to rest, meditate, take medicine, and eat chicken noodle soup to soothe herself. On the 10th, she wrote that the virus she had caught was being stupid, but she was physically pushing it back. She went on to write that she was in her infected situation because of the triggering caused by Project SNT's chaotic combo redesigns. Christine wished that the creator would acknowledge her since she had sent an email expressing her feelings about the matter and only wanted to sort out the problem as soon as possible. She closed by asking her followers to not troll Project SNT. Courtney herself privately admitted that she would be publicly ignoring the situation. Soon after, a Twitter follower pointed out that since Chris believed in a multiverse theory and that characters were not created, then she should not have become upset over Project SNT simply chronicling alternate dimension forms of the chaotic combo that existed. Chris had difficulty in acknowledging their reasoning. In response to another one of her critics, Christine explained what made her triggered. I did get epic triggered from Project SNT's poor redesign choices on 4 out of 5 of them. They actually are moreover separate individuals than redesigns, which does throw me off. The only exception is the punchy Sonichu redesign, the worst culprit being the
You realize how fucking stupid that sounds? Punchy Sonic? That's a dumb name, Chris.
wild Sonichu redesign.
Everything you do is stupid, though, so...
He needs his leaf for better gliding and flight than a large tail could ever do, and Sonichu ears are typically long. And yet, regardless of this, apparently there is something deeper than that that just sets off my subconscious worse than that moment at Too Many Games, where I went hedgehog. Worse than that, This resonated a reminder in my subconscious that was like hell to me, and I am still racking my brain to figure out why for myself. Neck down, the image is not offensive at all to me. Neck up, triggered! I cannot even look at it directly. It freaking bothers me like worse than hell. The only theory I can gather is that it reminds me of someone of really awful intentions or design. But at the moment, at Project SNT, it badly reminds me of Dave the Intern and Justin Bieber. On December 11th, Chris wrote in the Gameplay's Discord that she was apparently projected to Dimension CS89, which was a universe inspired by the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons, and was also the location of Rule Quick, Chris's imagined kingdom inspired by Hyrule, as seen in the Legend of Zelda video game series. Christine claimed that she brought from CS89 her own self-counterpart, some treasures, and a couple of characters from the Hyperdimension Neptunia game series over to Dimension C197 for their own safety, as there was a merging of those dimensions as well. She then relayed the same sentiment via a Twitter thread, adding that Courtney's redesigned Sonichus and Rosechus were from Dimension CS89 as well. She claimed that the triggering of the redesigns was in fact caused by a disturbance in the aforementioned dimension. On that same day, Chris revealed a newly drawn Twilight Sparkles secret chipfic folder card depicting Christian Sonichu's conversation with Courtney's original character, SNT, who possessed a quote-unquote inhabitual attraction to which Christian was immune. Christine added that she was open to the idea of featuring Project SNT's redesigns in an expansion deck of cards, letting the artist know that she had Chris's email address in the case she was interested in collaborating. On December 12th, Ali Hirschberg, Chris's supporter and frequent fundraiser founder, mentioned that he finally received his promised custom Twilight Sparkles secret chipfic folder expansion pack of cards, but noted that he had yet to receive a Magichan medallion, which he ordered and paid for nearly 3 weeks prior. Christine wrote that she had been sick and was still recovering, in addition to everything else, reassuring Ali that she had not forgotten him. She then added that while she was slowly getting better, her supposed wife, Chriselle Rosechew, had apparently contracted her cold, but was being tended to by Chris and their other supposed spouses. The next day, Christine once again changed her reasoning for getting triggered at Project SNT's redesigns, now stating that it was because Wild Sonichu looked like a Rokot grunt, or a malicious henchman of the Rokot Empire, inhabiting the world of Kidasuna, as introduced to her by Jacob Sockness. Chris soon after tweeted,
Jacob Stockton, he kind of just reminds me of like a different variant of Chris, just one that's just as fat and just as fucking stupid, just a different version.
At Project SNT again to let her know that she managed to solve the problem occurring within the Dungeons & Dragons style dimension CS89 by transforming herself into Christian Sonic Cleric, inspired by the cleric class of D&D character, and fulfilled a mission. It was also at around this time that she began playing the massively multiplayer online game Dungeons & Dragons Online. On December 13th, Chris expressed her displeasure at seeing a list of top 100 memes of the 2010s compiled by BuzzFeed News because it did not include her, despite being memed and bullied by trolls since 2007, noting that Spumbles Blablu, or the cartoon character SpongeBob SquarePants, was voted as the #1 meme. Finally, she tweeted that she apologized for her reaction at Courtney's redesigns, now admitting that they and the video were very good. On December 14th, Chris asked members of the Place Discord server if they could help her find out how Project SNT was feeling about what Christine publicly said, since she felt tense at the lack of a response. Chris did not want to pledge to Courtney's Patreon or join her Patreon-only Discord server. Bad experiences with artist Doopy Doover and her half-brother Cole Smithy, who both refunded and rejected her patronage. Some users noted that they did message Project SNT about the matter, but failed to receive a response, telling Chris that it would not be right for them to keep pushing her for an answer. The next day, Christine asked the Place Discord members to remove Sockness from the server. Later on, she wrote in the server of her dream, in which she was in the Walmart store in Charlottesville in the year 2004, and witnessed her past self, Christian, as he was back then, who became attracted to the present-day Christine, seeing her as a pretty woman.
What? So, we're fantasizing about meeting ourselves as the opposite gender at Walmart and finding ourselves this is straight up Silence of the Lambs. You know, the mirror scene when dude tucks himself and he's like, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." That's exactly what this shit is giving right now.
And began pursuing her. Christine became freaked out and turned her head upside down to scare Christian away. Upon awakening, Chris noted that...
Did my stream stop again, Locale? Dude, god damn it, I didn't realize it did. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck is up with my internet. It has been dog shit lately. I'm so sorry, guys.
She had better understanding of how other women thought of him back then. When asked, Christine analyzed the dream to signify that she was not fond of the person she was back then. Naive, horny, and impulsive, as was chronicled in the
Ew.
Christian, a comprehensive history YouTube series by Gino Samuel.
Hey, shouts out to our boy.
2.1.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Christine proceeded to draw more custom cards depicting scenes and characters from Kidasuna,
I could draw way better cards than that, and I can't draw for shit.
Jacob's creation, even though he told her they were his copyright and she could not use his ideas without his permission. On December 16th, Chris shared an advertising poster for her Twilight Sparkles secret chipfic folder cards, which was designed by Righteous for Quick. The next day, Chris claimed that a new Hyperdimension Neptunia game, VVV-Tunia, which featured interdimensional communication, was a sign of the dimensional merge. A Twitter user then told her to shut up about the merge and get her brain fixed, in addition to getting her mother medication and preparing for her upcoming court date. Christine called her critic neurotypically hindered and claimed that there was no court date upon checking the matter herself. She wrote that Barbara was in good health, and if the user were to resume his reproaches, she would block him. When confronted with a screenshot from the Greene County District Court website listing her upcoming court hearings, she declared the image as fake, claiming all financial situations had been taken care of. When another user criticized her,
You said, Locale, you're going to be up at 8 p.m. Central? That's 6 p.m. Central. I'm going to try to do my damnedest to, at the very least, be in your chat. At that time, I'm usually doing dinner and parent stuff with my kid, getting them ready for... I got a sick kid today, but I still have to get him ready for school tonight. But I should, at the very least, I should be able to be there, at the very least, in your chat. I'm going to try to be there for sure.
For using the term neurotypically hindered, which they saw as meaning autistic, Chris corrected
8 p.m. Central is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, correct? I think.
them, elaborating that the term came from neurotypical, or someone of average brain ability. When compared with someone with a more powerful brain ability, such as someone with
Bam.
autism, then the normal brain ability would therefore be proven a hindrance. Later again,
There, fixed it.
she listed her full collection of Sonichu comic books up for sale on her website for $130. On December 19th, in reference to noted author J.K. Rowling denying that the sex of a person could be changed, Christine disagreed with her sentiment, writing that people could change their physical gender, a fact she knew given that she was a legitimate CPU and goddess. Also on that day, Chris asked the members of the Place Discord server if any of them had been contacted by Project SNT, noting that she had been active on Twitter recently. Chris revealed that she was mildly ticked at Courtney's lack of response, while Christine posited that the artist may have been contacted by bad trolls.
That's a perfect way. That Marty had it exactly right there, Underground. It's not that everyone loves me. They just really hate you. Yeah, very well said. Marty was a smart dude.
Members concurred that she probably wanted to be left alone and would not pursue her further on the topic.
I kind of feel the same way, that maybe not. I may not be everybody's flavor of content creation. Maybe not everybody likes my videos or streams, but people hate Rax so much that it kind of cancels out. I mean, you don't have to love me to hate Rax. You know.
During this time, Jacob Sockness, now operating his new Twitter account, centralized Imperial Government of Kidasuna, continuously tried to lead Chris away from Maker Nightv and Ali Hirschberg, branding them villainous figures in a possible attempt to extend further control over Christine. Sockness's actions included encouraging an online acquaintance of Chris to hurt themselves and asking Ali for Maker's home address, under the misguided belief that they were romantically involved. Christine's online friends denied any wrongdoing, with Chris also defending them, but passed off Jacob's accusations as words he was influenced into saying by the demonic Jacoba. On December 20th, Chris's garnishment case with second round sub was marked as closed for unknown reasons. 2 days later, Chris played another game of Twilight Sparkle's secret ship fake folder at an unknown location and posted photos of her shipping grid atop a table, notably shipping her deceased father, Robert, in his Sonichu form, Robert Chu, with her former classic striped shirt. To commemorate Christmas, Chris shared with her followers new artwork and custom cards depicting Sonichu, Rosechu, and other Sonichus. On December 25th, she shared a new card depicting her mother, Barbara, reincarnated as a special Rosechu, nicknamed as a redneck tomboy, whose card had the ability to replace a shipped card on the grid. On December 29th, an artist on Twitter publicly posted their illustration of Chris's pony character, Nightstar, after sending it to her twice but failing to get a response. Helena Fiorenza notified them that it was because they made Christine angry because Nightstar was drawn in the style of the new My Little Pony series, Pony Life, which Chris did not approve. Chris herself interjected, noting that even though the drawing was cute, it was done in the style of what she dubbed Go Pony, which was something she did not like. Also on that day, Helena posted a
Jesus Christ, Chris. Look at that fucking chin. This is not a flattering angle. Look at this. This chin right here, right? They've got an obese chin right here. We got a second one right here with this line. It wraps around over here. Okay, so that means we're at 2. We got the main ball sack chin right there. We can see the line coming down right here. Boom. Coincides with the bottom of the first chin. And then we've got this third row of fucking fat right here. God damn, Chris. And you have the audacity to think you're better than anybody else on planet. You're a fucking piece of shit.
A photo of Christine,
a fat, mother-raping, incestuous, elder-abusing, animal-abusing piece of shit.
lying down with Magi-chan drawn into the scene, as per Chris's request. Finally, Chris went to Project SNT's Patreon page to like a recent post from her.
Disgusting.
At the end of the year, YouTuber The Gamer from Mars traveled to Ruckersville, Virginia to
her memories remained intact and fully restored.
Visit Christine and record themselves spending time together, which would contribute to an extended YouTube series detailing Chris Chan's life that would be released at a later date.
Hey.
Chris's YouTuber friend, Kopitz, who helped the creator establish the interview opportunity, acted as an intermediary and accompanied them throughout.
Every time I see Chris in that skirt, dude, it makes me so uneasy. Oh my God. It's like when you run across something on like a fucked up part of the internet, like you get surprised with gore or kind of fucked up car records. Like I feel like that's what we're seeing right here. It's fucking foul, dude, but you can't take your eyes off it. It's like seeing a car wreck in real time.
Their interactions.
Yeah, let's go in there. We're going to do the interview downstairs.
Okay.
I forgot he got a Sonichu license. The state of Virginia really let him do that? Sonichu.
Oh.
Now downstairs.
That poor dog.
Okay.
Stupido, quiet down, quiet down, quiet,
You quiet down, you fat fuck.
quiet.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well.
Why would those guys go into that room? Dude, No, that's like willingly going into Jeffrey Dahmer's bedroom. Why would you do that? You're probably not going to come out of that bedroom. That's bad idea. That's just objectively a bad idea.
This is very nice.
Yeah, this is the room where it was like
This is where it all
Sonic Chew. Those dogs are screaming Blake.
Yeah.
That's where the Fanta incident happened. That's where the medallion incident happened. There's so much history in that bedroom. I feel like that room is just like coated in evil. Like sometimes such awful things happen in a geographical location that it just imprints on that specific geographical area. And I feel like that house, the Chan or the Chan house, once Chris and Barbara eventually gone and no longer walk this mortal coil, that house, you're going to walk into it and it's still going to feel just evil.
They calm down after a little bit sometimes.
Is that thing on right now?
Yeah, is that okay?
Oh, yeah. Hello. Hello up there, YouTube, internet, all that. Hello. Hello. Hope we're all having a good day. There's my daddy.
What kind of animal?
He's a sideshow.
Are there any
Chris says that like, is a Sonichu stupid? You can't tell?
places around Charlottesville that where you can play this game with people?
Is that the gamer from Mars? That's the gamer from Mars right there.
Yeah, the DN Games for one.
Isn't it?
Okay, yeah, if you can get back in there.
Yeah, that's the gamer from Mars.
Yeah. All right. Do a little
Alright, yeah, we're
bit
gonna
here and there
start
real
some
quick.
3-player Tetris here.
And my mom's clapping at the dogs, and everything's falling. Freaking gravity! It busts me. It confounds me. Organized chaos. This is my creative method.
That
In
poor
that case, I
dog.
gotta find the regular basic controller I have. Nearby,
We're gonna need to find that.
What the hell was that? What did we just wit? Hang on. Watch Chris. Watch Chris.
nearby,
Why are you pulling that skirt up so high, Chris? I don't like this. I don't fucking like this.
We're gonna need to find that.
GameCube adapter, maybe.
It's alright. No, we don't have GameCube.
You got the Pro controller?
No, I don't have an adapter for GameCube.
God damn, Chris, chill out.
Oh, do you have the Pro controller?
I have a Pro controller. I just don't know where it is right now.
That's not surprising.
Because the dogs are barking. They're driving me bonkers.
The dogs are tired of living in a fucking pig pen, Chris. Clean the shit up.
It's definitely does not get boring around here.
I bet I could head kick you to sleep. I bet I could land a head kick on you and put your ass right to fucking sleep.
Now let's see. A Microsoft controller be compatible with a Nintendo system. It's the moment of truth. No.
Dogs, shut up! You did it.
Watch how you talk to those fucking animals, Chris. Don't talk to your dogs like that. Like that. Don't do that.
One more time, I'm gonna be like.
All right.
Hey.
Right when you said that. I understand, yeah.
Those dogs don't shut up! I'm gonna bite my head off!
This video's kind of pissing me off.
Yep.
You fat motherfucker. Literally, in every sense of those words, you fat motherfucker.
Guys, attention with stumpitude.
No, you're scaring that poor dog. Your dogs. You're scaring them, Chris. This is abuse. This is fucking animal abuse. I guarantee Chris hits those dogs. I guarantee he does that.
Alright.
Why don't you let the dogs go to a home where they can be properly cared for and loved and taken care of and fed and bathed? You don't need any animals, Chris. You can't take care of yourself and your Alzheimer's riddled mother. Clearly, you're fucking raping her on a weekly basis. You don't need any fucking animals. Oh my god, they're so fat. Those poor babies.
Do you like Indian food?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, India. I could go for Indian or Chinese.
Taste of India. This is one of my favorite places.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty empty.
Oh boy, I'm gonna. Okay, now I just feel like I have to do this. First time in here, I feel like I gotta do this. Hello, my name is Apu. I went to.
No.
Don't do that.
You don't have to do that. That's alright.
Welcome to Quickie Mart.
Hello.
So you like Indian food?
I keep an open mind for all kinds of food. So, I mean, if there's something I don't like, then well, at least I tried it once. Yeah, and I'd definitely be open-minded for trying some haggis if I ever go visit Scotland or something.
What is haggis?
Sheep guts.
Oh.
Is that a thing? Of course it's probably a thing.
I never noticed this, but oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me? I come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Twang, 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 twang.
Oh, excuse me. Is it possible that we can get a picture? You're the owner of Sonic Shoe, right?
Yes!
Yeah! Can we get a picture?
Yes.
Dude, you want me?
Why would you want a picture with a literal mother raper? Why would you want that?
to take it for you guys?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. I saw you and I was like...
There you go.
Why would you touch Chris, dude? Why would you get so close? Oh. No.
Thank you so much. It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Take care.
I'm so fucking sorry. Oh, I don't know what is up with my fucking internet. I'm sorry. Come on, I'm just waiting for it to tell me we're all reconnected again. Come on, come back up. God damn. This is like 4 weeks in a row my streams have been shit. I'm sorry, everyone. Hoping it comes back. It should be back. It should be back up. I'm getting 3 green lines. Should be good to go. Okay. There we go. Okay, should be good.
I'd say on average, probably like once or twice a month.
Okay.
But it's very humbling and good when it happens. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, y'all got kicked out by the dogs.
Oh, no
Oh,
problem,
it's absolutely
no problem.
fine.
Thank you for trying to keep them quiet for us. I'm sorry that you had to do that.
Okay,
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
take care.
No, I was just trying to kind of get a feel for, like, you know, just if you're on good terms with anybody from your past now, if there's anybody you still talk to. Or has it kind of just been you and your mom?
It's been mostly locally. It's mostly just been my mom and I mostly.
Yeah, spent a lot of time with your mom. Yeah. Yeah, we can tell. We can tell.
Yeah, it's pretty much her and I. Oh, and Magic Chan, Savannah Crizel, and everyone else that's in the yard right now. Hey, Alakazams, y'all on the roof, keep doing your good work. They're
On
on
the roof over there?
Yeah,
What are they doing on the roof, Chris? What are they doing?
on the roof everywhere. We got Pokemon all
Don't take Pokemon's name in vain. You fuck off, Chris. You fuck off.
around in this yard. Yeah, I see them. I see beyond the Iron Curtain, which is just the barrier between this our dimension 1218 and their our dimension. See, when I said where the majority of our OCs exist.
The majority of our I would love to break your teeth. I just want to break your teeth. Just say I'm gonna just call it like it is. I would love to break your teeth. That's all. Not in Minecraft. I would love to break your actual literal teeth. Just fucking smash them.
Exist. Every one of them.
Have you ever talked to Gino?
Yeah, I've DM'd him just saying, hey, thanks, you're doing pretty well, keep up the good work, just essentially supportive.
Magichan Sanachu, your husband.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always been there with me.
Yeah, he's always been there with you, and he had the wisdom to know that, you know, not to react to all the trolls and everything, and that it was all trolls. But he is it right that he? Why didn't he tell you? Why didn't he tell you that?
Because of the Iron Curtain. He's standing right here, right now.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Wait. So yeah, we got the Iron Curtain dividing. That's been dividing us, and I've had to be spiritually open. I wasn't as spiritually open, or I wasn't as open to him to hear him at the time, and this definitely became more obvious to me as I looked up in Gino Samuel, and then there were like a whole bunch of cringe moments where even Magic Chan was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she did this."
What was that quote?
Moments. Quoting just when I quoted Leviticus, to shame gays.
Mm-hmm.
And then took that, and they ended up taking that from like Family Guy. And even Magic Chan had said back then, "You weren't supposed to take that literally, Christian. What the hell was wrong with you?" Something like that.
What does your mom feel about
I feel like if you want to have a conversation that is this far just batshit crazy, you can find any random tweaker out on the street that's just walking around. I mean, you guys see them. You go to downtown of your cities, you can see tweakers walking around just talking to themselves and shit. Sit down, have a conversation with them, and this is the level of conversation that you get. In fact, those tweakers that have been awake for 3-4 days in a row, they're probably going to give you a more coherent conversation than what the gamer from Mars and Chris are having right now. Prove me wrong.
Your husband and the interdimension and stuff. Does she believe any of it?
Yeah, she has grown to believe it. She was kind of neutral. She was neutral about it at first and hesitant, but then the events happened and more events, and I managed to prove my psychic powers and abilities to her, and she actually did manage to speak with Magic Chan and the others at one point or another. So yeah, so she's a believer.
What did you do to show her that, to prove it to her that this was going on and you had these powers?
Well, among which I can literally do this. I can heal people and essentially.
I would feel so nervous if I'm sitting down and Chris stands up over me and starts approaching like that. No, I can't do that.
Just your memories a little bit just by.
Don't fucking touch me. I don't know why I jumped at that.
So that's what you did.
And any ailments you had, I would just heal them right now. So like, you know, if you were feeling ill or something, I would have healed them.
Sure.
Because I did heal something out of my mother that time, and she believed it.
I kind of have to.
And I did that more than once, also.
I did that more than. Fuck you, Chris.
She felt better.
That's good. I kind of have to go to the bathroom right now. Could you like relieve that of me?
No, you'd have to.
I gotta do that myself. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that later.
I'm not an outside bladder.
You can heal people of serious, legitimate medical issues, but you can't relieve them having to go pee. Makes sense.
On January 1st, 2020, Christine wrote her first tweet of the year,
Christ.
commemorating his old song and video, I Got a Fish. Later that same day, she began following the Twitter account representing the End Games card game store, from which she was banned nearly 2 years ago, hoping to be allowed back in so she could play Dungeons & Dragons with other players. On January 4th, she received her newly purchased glass brand water bottle, which purportedly contained a built-in amethyst crystal with alleged healing properties, into which she supposedly put her own energy via meditation. Users on the Kiwi Farms researched the item and found that the water bottle cost $84, excluding shipping and handling. Later on,
It's a water bottle, dude. It's a water bottle.
Christine became a paying Patreon supporter of Project SNT. By becoming a patron, she gained access to the
How does Chris have that much money for a water bottle, dude? Come on.
private invite link, which allowed her to join the Project SNT Discord server. Chris then sent a friend request to Courtney's sister on Discord, which she accepted. Later again, Chris shared an invite link to the Arbitrage Quick Alliance Discord server with her followers on Twitter, writing that she ought to be more active in servers such as the one she shared, but couldn't, since she was busy offline with responsibilities, work, and faded events. As a result of her invite, the Discord server was flooded with new members, who proceeded to post nude photographs of varying merit, alongside committing other trollsome acts. Moderators of the server managed to oust all the unsavory characters, and threatened to ban anyone who would publicly share the invite link to the server, though did not address Christine or reprimanded her in any way. On January 15th, the End Games card game store tweeted their commendation for new signage for the store, designed by some of their clientele. Chris implied that if she was let back into the establishment, she could contribute to it with her talents and abilities. 2 days later, in response to Kiwi Farms and Twitter user Tig Balang telling her to make more comics to present to the management of the store as a portfolio, Chris responded with a thread, telling them that she would continue making Sonichu comics at a later point, since the current events that were to be chronicled were all happening right freaking now in these moments. Christine added that in order to get necessary help in the supposedly restrictive real-world dimension, which had been getting inflowing magics and powers, she needed the assistance of past or present staff and patrons of the end games to play the game Dungeons & Dragons with real people, who could teach her all the intricacies of the game. Also on that day, possibly to reflect her discontent with the My Little Pony owning company, Hasbro, for failing to continue making the animated series Friendship is Magic, Chris tweeted at them a set of 21 moon emojis. She then quickly deleted her post. On
I don't get what 21 moon emojis means.
January 19th, Chris went to one of her Discord servers to post a set of 33 photos, exhibiting her extensive collection of stones, which purportedly held powers of magic and healing.
They're minerals, Marie. They're minerals.
She explained that her self-written miniature booklet detailing all the powers and purposes of each stone was evidence of her remaining mentally and emotionally grounded, dispelling allegations of being delusional. On January 21st, Chris addressed the claim of incestual relationships contained within the stories of her Sonichu comics. Hey everyone, a think piece I wish to offer in regards to an awful premise that has been stated about me before. Preface: Sonichu and Rosie's relation to myself and Christine Chan. Christine Chan is my main/central self counterpart in C-197, acting independently while partly taking X number of attributes from me, directly and physically, from my subconscious. I discovered/created Sonichu and Rosie, the very first Sonichu and Rosechu in all existence. Christine Chan was aware of my existence nearly her whole life, and she had titled herself as Sonichu and Rosie Rosechu's original creator, while, in fact, I was the original creator of the three of them in the sense. There is a ship in between the respective original creator and original creations. While neither Sonichu or Rosie were related by blood, they were related in the sense of them being the same OCs from I, their OC.
Well, you and your mother are related, and see what you do to her.
And the same ruling is applied between them and Christine Chan and I. No direct bloodline ship. But in the ship between O-Creation, O-Creator, the O-Creation is allowed to see their O-Creator as their legal guardian or parent, and optionally the O-Creator sewing their O-Creations as their non-related friends, allies, family, son/daughter, sibling, or whatever suits the individual O-Creator. With that, my son and Rosie call me their mama out of their respect. They also called Christine Chan their mama, since she was a direct self-counterpart from me, working from my subconscious, believing for the long time that she was the original most creator of Sonichu and Rosie, and not I. Yes, she felt omnipotent in that, and it did go to her head, but she got over that long ago, when I made my better mark and participation activity in their area and lives. The hater-type trollish misconception of this relationship between OC and OC, thrusted unnecessarily upon myself, Christine Chan, and Sonichu and Rosie, and I quote the trolls, without actually saying it about anyone, or even endorsing it at all. Incest being wincest. OMF me!
Dude, what? Incest being wincest? Where the fuck do these ideas come from, dude? What the fuck? I don't know what to say to that shit. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know.
I won't go into detail, but I am well aware of what it is and entails. But it is not considered incest at all when any relationship that happens between O-Creator and O-Creation.
Well, your mother is a creator and she created you, and that's incest. I mean,
that are not, do not share any bloodlines at all. And I, personally, seriously disapprove of incest and would never practice it at all.
That's a fucking lie.
Obviously. You freaking hater types and your moot and nonsense fabrications of such negative circumstances upon anyone other than yourselves, thinking you're above us all when you are not at all. You have just as much right and ability to socialize offline as most anyone. The major hang-up you have, and I do empathize on this, as this was I once upon a time, over a decade ago, in being severely shy and socially awkward. That is not your fault, but you do have the resources these days to talk with others and get help and insight on bettering yourself, so you're not stuck behind a monitor all day, 24/7 or whatever. And I know, get a job is never ever a good response at all, as most jobs are taken. You're not totally qualified. Your background checks automatically epic fail every time, regardless, or whatever is your own individual circumstance from fated events in your life. But I digress. The bottom line is, incest is never wincest. Epic ugh! And you're pushing hatred on anyone else, including other O creators, who have at least one O creation that appeals to you, and your skill set may not include being able to make such good OCs. It is all moot and nonsense. Which is why I am even more glad to ignore the majority of negative commentary anywhere online. And I also appreciate the irony that is present on the fact that I am continued to be talked about, concerned over, prayed to, and overall appreciated, despite the unnecessary hate and shit you may feel or want to shout off to get your own rubbing game on, or whatever. Even more ugh! Never diss the relationship between original creators and original creations.
I feel like this is Chris trying to justify his relationship with his biological mother. His sexual relationship between Chris and his mother. Does that not sound like that's what... It sounds like that's what he's trying to justify right here.
Unless there is actual direct bloodlines between them. And do not misconceive or fabricate such negative nonsense upon anyone. Hashtag love conquers hate. Thank you for listening. Lightning bolt, blue heart, lightning bolt emoji. On January 23rd, Christine noted that the End Games Twitter account had blocked her, writing, "Ahem, I see. I am not surprised by this result. No matter. I have faith everything will still work out in our favor. It is a shame my projected presence with Magi-chan in your establishment yielded to this bitter parsnip. Krakow. Lightning bolt, blue heart, lightning bolt emoji." As time went on, Christine's interdimensional lore grew and became more convoluted, confusing herself and others by mixing what creating and chronicling characters and events truly meant, trying to hold on to her make-believe idyllic world despite its tearing at the seams right in front of her. As a possible reaction to her perplexment, Chris sought comfort in others in the real world who could help her expand the lore of her fantasy and encourage her to keep moving forward, though it appeared to be a Herculean task, since Chris was still Chris.
I fucking hate this so much. I would rather be withdrawing from opioids right now. That would be a million bajillion times better than learning more about... This is just getting so fucking awful. I'm gonna open up the next one. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to this shit anymore. Come on. Okay, I got the next one pulled up. I got it lined out, ready to go. We're already there. You guys earned yourselves a fat break. You made it through that first one. It was fucking awful. I know. I'm so sorry. I definitely picked the wrong week to be on a tolerance break. I really wish I would have started my tea break like a week and a half before when I did start it. Because this, I would really, really like to take a few rippers right now. I don't know what to say, guys. Please take one for me. Please take two for me. Please take a fat double ripper for me. Please. You guys have earned it. Get your rippers. You know what fucking time it is. Get one. Gracie, I'm on a tea break specifically because about 4 weeks ago, I went to my local dispos. I went to 4 of them, and none of them had any cartridges. They didn't have my loot bars. All they had was flour and CBD bullshit, and I wasn't able to find anything for like a whole weekend. And I figured, well, I'll just turn it into a tea break, take like a month off, lower my tolerance, and then we'll get back at it. And after this episode, that was such a fucking mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. But regardless, please, guys, get a fat double in there for me. I'm there with you in spirit, and my spirit definitely needs one. Get yourselves that double ripper. You know what time it is. Poot poot. We're going to fire this shit up. Next episode. Let's get through it.
January 26th, 2020, the Twitter account representing the End Games card game store posted a short video of the contents of an envelope they received from an unknown sender. A letter of unknown subject with a drawing of staring eyes surrounded by sparkles. Christian observers largely surmised that it was most likely sent by Christine in retaliation for being banned by the store and also blocked by them on Twitter. She then evaded their block by following the End Games on her Magichan Sonichu Twitter account. At around the same time, members of the Plays Discord group, which sought to protect Chris from malicious actors, contacted Christian-centric YouTuber Dylan Thomas over his antagonistic Christian content. One of these contactors was Maker Nightv, who admitted later on that she failed to reason with him, so as a consequence, she drew a trollsome depiction of Thomas being anally penetrated by a naked Jacob Sockness, while also performing fellatio on Chris, who was wearing a paper crown made by the fast food franchise Burger King.
I know you guys just did a double, but I wouldn't blame you one bit if you need another double after that. I'm sure you guys are probably still coughing from that double. Get another one. Get another one, please. Oh my... What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going to sit here and whine about it, but goddamn.
Jacob wrote that he liked the picture and almost forgave Maker for all her previous antipathy against him. She quickly deleted the image once trolls posted their own trollsome depiction of Maker's character, CPU Magenta Heart, naked and bleeding out of her genitalia after inserting a phallic-shaped cactus into her vagina instead of a dildo, since...
Wow. Wow.
According to the caption, it was what CPU goddesses did.
It's what they do? They just use cactus dildos? Okay.
January 30th, Christine had 2 dead lawsuits filed against her by Portfolio Recovery Associates and Jefferson Capital Systems, respectively, with both hearings.
I'm gonna need therapy after this. I think we're all gonna need some therapy after this. Seriously.
Set for March 18th. QB Farms user Private Real G questioned Chris via text message why she was being sued for unpaid debt when she allegedly had a friend who donated large amounts to her, implying it was Ali Hirschberg. Christine confessed that donations would still come in from time to time and denied that Hirschberg was the donator. Also on that day, Chris revealed her progress at creating her character sheet for the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons, which details the details of the player's own playable character. According to her D&D sheet, her character, which was half human and half Sonichu, was 125 times faster than the average playable character, and her starting level was 24, which was exceptionally high. Furthermore, since she was part Sonichu, which was an unrecognized race in any rulebook, it was reasoned that most dungeon masters, or players in a D&D game that functioned as a storyteller and referee, would not allow the inclusion of Sonichus.
We appreciate you, Locale. As soon as we get done here, I'm gonna try to be right there almost immediately into your chat. Hopefully we'll all see you here shortly.
When followers reasoned that her character running at such unfathomable speeds would break her body, she explained that since the
hopefully your stream is less mentally taxing than this shit, because this is fucking brutal.
Game took place in the Dungeons & Dragons dimension of CS89, and that Sonichus and Roachus had very strong bodies, the character would be well accustomed to running at those speeds. Christine then shared her progress at coloring in the indented numbers on the game's special 20-sided dice with a glitter gel ink pen. Soon after, either Chris or Maker Nightvie, who both shared custody of the Creamarina Twitter account, then shared Christine's recent D&D tweet with the End Games account, expressing their surprise at Chris advancing and developing her skills in the game. On February 1st, Christine wrote on Twitter that she did not yet possess the game Pokémon Shield for the Nintendo Switch game console, hinting that it may be an appropriate gift for her birthday. Also on that day, she shared the news that the Fashion Square Mall in Charlottesville, Virginia, which she claimed held legendary status in her personal history, was failing financially and may soon be closed. The next day, YouTuber Dylan Thomas announced the release of Chris-Chan-themed merchandise, namely a pink Valentine's Day-themed t-shirt depicting Sonichu and Rosechu. Chris, despite her dislike of Thomas, wrote that she would like to receive the t-shirt for herself. Dylan then wrote in his Discord server that since he had made thousands of dollars from producing Chris-Chan content, he wanted to send the t-shirt to her as a gift. On February 3rd, she explained in length the reasoning for Sonichu's and Rosechu's wait. On February 7th, to promote the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog live-action film, actor James Marsden was interviewed by video game-focused entertainment company IGN, during which he was prompted with a series of true or false statements regarding the Sonic franchise, one of which concerned Sonichu.
Sonichu is one of the hidden characters you can unlock in Sonic Forces.
What is it, Sonichu?
No fucking way.
Sonichu.
Correct. True.
It's actually false.
Oh, I know. I was going to say false.
2 days later, Chris herself watched the video and asked the game company Sega to add Sonichu, her quote-unquote son, as a downloadable character for the game Sonic Forces. On February 11th, Chris displayed on Twitter that if she inverted the display colors on her Nintendo Switch while playing Sonic Forces, Sonic would appear to be largely yellow in color, making him appear more like Sonichu. The next day, she livestreamed herself on YouTube reading from the 7th to the final chapter of the fanfiction story SNT vs. Sonichu by one Opuscon789.
I can't imagine what that room and what Chris must smell like. It just, you can see the grease and the sweat and the dirt and the hair and just, ugh, fuck.
Which featured Chris.
I'd rather smell fresh cow shit and call it what it is. I would rather take just the biggest, deepest breath of cow shit that I could take, and it's better than this. It would be better than Chris. Fuck, man. I don't mean to sit here and whine, but God.
Chris, Sonichu, and YouTuber and illustrator Project SNT, and her character, SNT. Project SNT, or Courtney, had live-streamed herself reading
Absolutely, Locale. Throw it up. No problem.
The 1st through the 6th chapter of the story 10 months prior, so Chris attempted to continue and complete the read-through. She was seen wearing the new t-shirt sold by Dylan Thomas, presumably after receiving it as a gift.
Down! He almost knocked off the camera. He would have made a mess. Alright, down boy. Leave the cable alone. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Okay, yeah, I hate to do this. He's on the corner of the bed. He's not getting up, but at least he's not messing with the cable anymore. Refill the bottle. Static coming from Commodore monitor with Commodore and Dreamcast hooked up to it. Music coming from my phone. This is my meditation method. Do not question me. Sonic's her explanation was cut short by a science figuratively placed across her. Yeah, okay. I know what you mean. So here's the deal. And somewhere in the dark, I thought I heard the dog bark. Excuse me.
Chris, don't you hurt those fucking dogs.
Shut up!
I don't like this dude. Screaming at the dogs to shut up. If he's willing to scream at the dogs like that, I guarantee you he's hitting those dogs. Guarantee you he, what do the abusive parents call? They call it popping their kids. Like that one, what's that one? She's a mom on TikTok and she feeds her kids nothing but garbage. And she says that she like pops her kids. She doesn't hit them. She pops them. I feel like that's the type of terminology that Chris is going to use. I don't hit my dogs. I pop them on the rear end when they're bad. No, you fucking hit them, Chris. You're fucking hitting them.
Alright, whose joke idea was it to order a pizza and try sending my way?
You act like you're mad that you got a pizza there, Chris. Look at you, you fat fuck. You know you want it.
Interrupt this thing!
Your thing sucks, so...
And you know what? This is what happened that got me blacklisted from any deliveries from Papa John.
Nobody gives a fuck, Chris.
Why they would never deliver any pizza to this place. You frickin' hating trolls!
Fuck you. God damn it.
When Sonic, SNT, and Courtney opened their eyes, they found themselves in what Courtney recognized as a kind of reverse world, just like where Giratina lived in the Pokemon game or movie. And somewhere in the dark, I thought I heard the dogs bark. Oh, I need to take a restroom break anyway. Stay tuned for further details. We'll be right back after these massages.
He's gonna go hurt those dogs. He's gotta go do something. He's gonna go hurt those dogs, right? Listen.
Another frickin' pizza prank.
Nobody feels bad for you, Chris. Nobody cares. Staring at us with your fat ass belly sitting there. You're not intimidating, Chris. I don't know what this is supposed to do. You're greasy. You look so fucking greasy. Smell like shit. Fuck you, Chris.
Don't do this anymore.
Fuck you. It's gonna happen plenty more times, you fat bitch. I really hope you get AIDS in your face and cancer at the same time. Just super cancer AIDS right there. Right in the fucking face. Super cancer AIDS.
On February 13th, she expressed her anger on Twitter at Nintendo for not being able to transfer all her Pokemon Ribbon features from the Game Boy Advance game Pokemon Ruby to the newer Pokemon Shield on the Nintendo Switch console. On February 14th, Christine attended a screening of the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, noting that she wore her new Valentine's Day themed Sonichu and Rosechu t-shirt. She soon revealed that she thought the movie was really good. Also on that day, Jacob Sockness posted a series of tweets expressing his love for Christine, pining for her motherly embrace, all while posting photoshopped images of Chris and himself, placed in the same scenario. 4 days later, Christian follower/worshipper Righteous for Quick posted a notice on Twitter to celebrate his goddess Christine's birthday in 1 week, proclaiming it a quick communion. On February 18th, as a means to encourage possible birthday gifts from fans, Chris suggested on Twitter things with lots of thought put into them, in addition to magic or healing stones, and direct donations to her PayPal account. The next day, In reply to a Twitter user asking for advice in dealing with a migraine, Chris explained that as an overworked individual, she found meditation alleviated her symptoms and has meditated so much that she allegedly involuntarily meditated nearly 24 hours per day. She added that she would get psychic headaches, but if she was drawing, playing Tetris, or whatevs, her head would feel at ease. On the 22nd, in response to Hasbro advertising a new line of products inspired by the My Little Pony themed cartoon series Pony Life, Chris angrily rejected it, reminding the company of supposed protests which took place due to Hasbro's refusal to continue the series Friendship is Magic, illustrated in a series of custom-made Twilight Sparkles secret chip fake folder cards. Later on, in response to art of Sonic dressed as a girl, Chris felt inspired in embracing alternate dimension forms of characters, and so tagged Project SNT and prompted her to redesign the female Sonic and an alternate form of Sonic's love interest, Amy Rose. Courtney did not respond. Also on February 22nd, in response to a Twitter video of a user's little brother expressing his distress at hearing his parents having intercourse, Chris confessed to her own similar experience from his youth.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what are we about to hear?
I can top that. Easy. In my youth, I would run to wake up my mom and dad on some mornings. My dad slept with only a t-shirt on, no shorts or briefs at all. I saw his penis. It grossed me out, left me quite trauma. Hearing sex or seeing their privates at a young age, which... Kristen helped clarify that her closing question was supposed to convey, which is worse to you at the young age. Another Twitter user...
So Bob the Lumberjack is straight up lumberjacking it. Awesome.
Wrote that she was not helping the situation after conceivably revealing too much personal information. Christine wrote back, "What? I'm just telling the truth. I hear and see worse shit from you haters. At this point, I'd rather look back in that memory than PTSD over y'all's hate-filled content. Krakow." Kristen returned the next day to elaborate further on the topic. "I have more to vent about in addition to the hater responses, and I'm likely to get more Chris, stop assumptions and / or more mislabels from the lot of y'all. But I have lots to tell you all off about. Mainly, if you all never wanted me to be like this, then y'all should. Have never ever tried to dupe me into totally revealing myself right into your freaking faces. Go ahead, put up a Kimmy, cake fart, or whatever offensive .gif you want in the comments. It only proves my point. I have suffered over the years from not only the torment of my past loneliness and feeling lost and naive, but also from the freaking stunts you hating lot blackmailed, conned, and duped me into personally video recording and even the NSFW drawings, period, and actually doing. Dare I mention the lost second medallion and its fate? Suffice to say that and all of the context before it was very painful to me. Out of everything from 2007 to 2018, counting Idea Guy and Boyd, I have needlessly suffered from y'all's playwriting and fan-fictioning me over the time, and then some. Too many of you all went ahead and tried to porn star me into further shame and defamation. For the lulz! I know this from having seen and heard the post-phone call footage from the likes of Liquid Chris, Clyde Cash, and the rest of you nefarious lot. And another thing, yes, I will admit I was sexually active. You all turned me off of sex long before I even thought of coming out as trans in 14. I'm going to say it now. I hated sex for years because of you lot. The only ones who were able to put it back into anything positive after Idea Guy was long gone were my loves, who I am very happily married to. And I absolutely refuse to do anything NSFW in recorded actions and drawings, period. I ask you lot of the past 13 years or so, were all those nosebleed, tissue wasting, essence losing, lulz moments truly worth it now? The loss of any sex drive and PTSD creating suffering in one individual, worse than any porn star ever having to suffer. For your giggles and Jack, was it worth it? Really? And with all of that, and then some, I feel I have every right to speak as I will, especially in being supportive for others who have suffered, regardless of age and situation, or whatever context. I have created, and I was created infinite times more. I literally am the OC of OCs. And as I have said, the bigger battles are coming very soon. Go ahead. Say I'm delusional, because I am not. You all should have a look at my well-kept magic and healing stone collection, and my mentally and calmness expressed as much as possible while I read the second half of SNT versus Sonichu. I meditated and drank water on the rocks. I have always been very much grounded, so everything I have experienced and seen in and from C-197 and other dimensions are very much real and true, as well as the things I have seen and foreseen with Magi-chan and everyone else. You hater lot are going down in all of the coming and pending events taking place, and having been going on, and so forth. Again, was my suffering worth your lulls? I will help in being a savior with the other deities and general populations, regardless, because I still genuinely care for the good individuals that make up the majority of these two Earths. On February 24th, Christine wished herself a happy 38th birthday on Twitter, both in Spanish and English, and also extended her wishes to everyone who shared their birthday with her own. Later on, Dylan Thomas released a new YouTube video discussing Chris's old concept of commemorating his birth date with the Christian Love Day holiday. Chris preemptively dismissed the video as insulting over Twitter. 3 days later, Jacob Sockness tweeted at Chris with the offer of making an egregore of her mother, Barbara, or a non-physical entity that arises from the collective thoughts of a group of people, but it would require a realistic, life-sized sex doll built around an actual human skeleton, which would host the egregore of Barbara, whose
They're talking about making a sex doll of Barbara? What the fuck am I supposed to say to this, dude? I make jokes about Rax and Chris and when they do stupid shit. What the fuck am I supposed to say to this? I'm not qualified for shit like this.
cremated ashes were needed for the ritual. Sockness claimed that he had used this method with his own mother's remains to create the protective spirit, Autismo. Also on that day, a tattoo artist in Germany tattooed Sonichu onto an Australian woman's leg. The parlor then shared the finished work on the image-based social media platform Instagram, which was then later found and shared by Null, the administrator of the QB Farms. On February 29th, Christine revealed that she had played her first ever game of Dungeons & Dragons with an undisclosed group of local friends, looking forward to expanding her knowledge and experience, lamenting to the End Games for losing their chance to mentor her. Also on the last day of February, Sleepy, a military simulation YouTuber and friend of YouTuber Kopitz, released a short trailer for his YouTube channel, which featured a short clip set in the McDonald's, wherein Chris attempts to telekinetically move an amethyst stone in her hand, as Sleepy and Kopitz watch on.
Moving slightly.
Oh.
Let me get to move. Alright. The hand is barely moving.
It's moving. Whoa.
With this telekinesis.
Shortly after the video's upload and wide panning of his involvement with Christine, Sleepy took down the video and then re-uploaded the channel trailer a few days later with Chris's portion excluded. The YouTuber later confessed to still be continuing with plans to make more content featuring Christine, but as of yet, nothing has materialized. Kopitz himself also soon after said over Discord that he had filmed another video with Chris while visiting a zoo, but they had lost some of the audio recordings and so decided against uploading the video entirely. On March 6th, Sonic Rebuilt, a multi-creator project organized by YouTube channel 3GI, aiming to recreate the 1996 original video animation Sonic the Hedgehog, was published. It featured a scene illustrated by Christine early on in the video, which was animated and edited by a third party. During the segment, Sonic transforms into Sonichu.
Oh, Sonic, thank you!
That wink was real unsettling.
Over on Twitter, Chris shared an unused panel depicting Sonic character Tails being rescued by Sonichu, calling him Soniku, the more direct transliteration from the Japanese spelling of Sonic's name, with Chris alleging that there was a pun contained within the dialogue. Users on the Kiwi Farms quickly demonstrated how Chris possibly traced, or at least heavily referenced all her illustrations from the original animation. On March 8th,
I thought, wasn't Sonichu supposed to be his OC? You just straight copied Sonic, dog. You just straight up copied Sonic. Side note, do you guys, when you go into the store, go to grocery store or just Walmart, whatever, when you guys come across Sonic items or Sonic plushies, does the first thing that pop into your mind, is it Sonichu? Because that's the only thing I see when I see Sonic toys or Sonic plushies. The first thing that comes into my mind is Sonichu. It's all I fucking see anymore.
While watching part 31 of the Chris Chan A Comprehensive History YouTube series by Gino Samuel 2.1,
hey, shouts out to our boy.
Christine shared a single subtitled frame from the video featuring Christian in 2010, mockingly imitating his past trolls Liquid Chris and Alec Benson Leary, reflecting on that moment. This part, starting from 1630, I forgot I made this video. It was so stupid. It is genuinely hilarious. Rolling on the floor crying emoji. I guess it was in the high energetic, loud voice I used that day to imitate Liquid Chris. ALOL. Yomosexual. Get ready for a meme of that word. The next day, it was revealed that
Surely, I hope it gets easier, because goddamn it has not been an easy journey so far.
Organizers of Sequestria Fest, a My Little Pony themed convention, had preemptively put Christine on their list of individuals that were banned from attending the event. Around mid-March, Kiwi Farms user Duff, who had previously contacted Chris's financial contributor and fan,
Turbo,
received an email from him in which Ali proclaims that
always
he would
on
not
it.
stop giving money
Always
to
on
Christine, regardless of how she spent it, remaining a devoted and genuine supporter who supported her beliefs of a
sock check me anytime, dog. What's up?
dimensional merge. Hirschberg continued to write that he had loved Jacob Sockness, but he had his heart broken. Ali explained that Chris would never become homeless because he would live together with her after moving to the US from the UK, seeing Christine as a friend and older sister whom he would protect. It was also at around this time that another British enabler had sent his aunt, who worked for Greene County Social Services, to check up on the Chandlers and offer her assistance, mainly with cleaning up the house and offering them fresh food. But the Chandlers did not open the door for her. In response to the enabler's seemingly increasing influence over Christine, Jacob Sockness sent to his email address a photo of his shit, in addition to other bothersome mail.
Wow, I was getting hungry. I was waiting to grab something to eat after this stream before we go check out Local's stream, but guess I'm not hungry anymore. Cool, Chris, or Jacob, whichever one you fat fucks did. God damn it!
After struggling with depression and other mental issues, the enabler committed suicide some months later.
Today I'd like to
do what?
Provide an update to the American people on several decisive new actions we're taking in our very vigilant effort to combat and ultimately defeat the coronavirus.
On March 13th, as the new potentially deadly coronavirus, officially declared as COVID-19, continued to spread across the world, US President Donald Trump declared the coronavirus pandemic a national emergency, and in addition to
Appreciate you, Blade Master, being a member for a straight up year at this point. Been a member of the Mustache Mafia for a year. Appreciate you.
Actions already enacted, such as the closing of the national border to foreign nationals, more preventative measures were set to take place throughout the country. On March 18th, organizers of the My Little Pony convention, BabsCon, which Chris was set to attend, regretfully announced that they had to cancel the event due to the pandemic and pledged to host the next convention in April 2021. This announcement pissed off Christine. The Twitter account for the official MLP convention, BronyCon, then expressed their love and support to all who were affected by the cancellation. Chris, in response, asked BronyCon to host another convention in lieu of BabsCon. Soon afterwards, she posted a series of tweets reflecting on the social panic caused by the virus. Okay, get ready for another light rant from me. I am not fond of how overworked everyone is getting over this coronavirus. This really pisses me off.
Chris, people died from it. Stupid. People legitimately and literally died from it. Fucking idiot.
Sigh. Now, for my 2 cents on the matter. I had been aware of this virus since I had foreseen this event, and then finding the confirmation of its conception
If you're aware of it before it ever happened, why didn't you say something, you fat fuck?
last January in mid-eastern China. I refused to overthink the topic or the virus at all, so I remained oblivious too. Any discussion or detail
If that were true, if you really knew about it, you knew about it beforehand and you stayed quiet to it, that means it's your fault that people died. So, that blood is on your hands, you fat fuck.
details on the virus at all, and continued to keep my healthy habits of soap and water hand washing, always having and using hand sanitizer.
I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe you wash your hands. I don't believe you shower. I don't believe you use hand sanitizer. I don't believe it for a second. In my personal life, I need to shower twice daily. I carry hand sanitizer with me to the gym. I carry hand sanitizer with me to martial arts. If I'm going out to the store, of course I wear a fanny. I have a gym and a workout fanny pack, and then I also have a going out fanny pack. And there's hand sanitizer in both. I don't believe for 2 seconds that, Chris, that you are doing any of that. Not a fucking chance. Not with the way you look, not with the way I know you smell. No, don't believe it.
With aloe when needed, and even recently started wearing a 3M brand mask for precaution. I am confirmed to be negative of the virus myself from recent blood work with my family doctor.
I believe it, you guys. I had COVID. When I had it, it was, for me, all it did was make me a little tired. It didn't really fuck me up, but it tore my wife up. She was sick as shit when she had it. My parents have had it. My sons had it. I've known plenty of people that I've had customers that I've been to their house. Because sometimes I have repeat customers yearly, and I've been to their house where the elderly people are there. The husband and wife will be at the home, and then after Corona hit, there's only one of those people left. Sometimes I go out to the house, and the woman will tell me, yeah, well, it's just me now. So-and-so got COVID, and it's just me. So yeah, Chris, people fucking died from it.
The bottom line is that this viral event is actually a better step in our own developments and evolution, as well as a deity-level test to sort out the weak from the moderate and strong of mental and soulful intervals, and nothing else. The fact that we actually have a vaccine being tested now shows that this epidemic will be over with within 1 week or two, and everyone will have adjusted from the knowledge that had been scientifically gathered of this.
That is objectively incorrect.
Thing. Everyone mainly is just paranoid of this, which they do not fully know or comprehend, and hardly ever thought to take what they had learned from the past similar epidemic and apply it to now, to actually play it smart and wise. I do not even know of the symptoms. Because, again, if I literally overthought about it, I would be at greater risk of infecting myself from reading and repeating the list in my mind. It's neurotypical and idiotic for anyone to do that and overthink it. Sigh, but I digress. A lot of people can get so overworked and recklessly paranoid and stressed over such simple and obvious things to the point of individual social isolation that puts a delay to too many things. I feel pissed off seeing everyone going that far. It's simply crazy and stupid. The only positive out of it is the further reminder for everyone in general to simply wash their hands and keep clean habits as often as possible. The greater factor for a happy, healthy life is maintaining a positive, optimistic outlook for yourself on life and counting your individual blessings. I do this every day. So should you. Hatred and darkness only sends one downhill. Lightning bolt, blue heart, lightning bolt emojis. It was also on that day that Christine's 2 debt repayment cases were continued until May 20th. 2 days later, Chris listed a new Twilight Sparkles Secret Chipfic Folder Card expansion deck featuring the art and lore from Righteous for Quick. In addition, she notified her followers that in order to financially help the artists that were set to sell their merchandise in booths at the BabsCon convention, she would sign a physical copy of every one of her Sonichu comic books and every pack of expansion decks, and would sell them on her online store. She stated that all the profits were to be divided amongst the affected artists, and in the meantime shared a spreadsheet containing a list of all artists and their contact details so people could support them themselves, closing her tweet thread with kind thoughts and prayers to all artists and vendors that were struggling during the pandemic, wishing for everyone to keep clean and wash their hands. She later wrote that as herself and other vendors were selling older sets of Twilight Sparkle's Secret Chipfic folder cards, fans were free to play the game online, but promoted playing in person with one's friends and family as the optimal way. When a Twitter user criticized her for neglecting the importance of social distancing or the newly introduced concept of keeping oneself at an extended distance away from others to prevent further transmission of the virus, Christine wrote that she was not fond of social distancing, declaring herself more old-fashioned, like MLP creator Dr. Wolf and many other individuals across all Earths. On March 22nd, Chris went to Twitter to not only remind her readers to wash their hands, but also drink water. She listed bottled water infused with quartz, rose quartz, or amethyst contained within as a good option, and a way to drink water on the rocks, showcasing her own water bottles. Her $80 glass brand water bottle had originally come with one built-in amethyst stone, but Chris had added...
Tell me that doesn't look like a glass dildo inside of his stupid glass bottle. Am I wrong? No, I'm not.
...another stone and tied the two together with aluminum wire. On March 24th, she became a $5 tier patron for comic artist Ben Saint, wishing to read the more recent panels of his Slime and Punishment webcomic, before being notified by Saint that the comic would only be visible to those on the $10 tier. On the 26th, she celebrated the 2-year anniversary since her supposed polyamorous marriage to Magi-chan Sonichu, Crizel Rosechu, Sylvana Rosechu, and Mewtwo, wishing for many more adventures and simpler times. On March 28th, Chris returned to her Magi-chan Sonichu Twitter account to write as Magi-chan, explaining that in his home dimension of C-197 and all neighboring dimensions, the virus had been dealt with a few weeks prior, writing that the pandemic was needed to happen for the dimensional merge to take place, so populations of both dimensions could be cured and the air of chaos could be cleared. On the final day of the month, Chris posted in one of the Discord servers she was in a selection of photos of her so-called magic rocks, lined up on her windowsill in order to get a week's
They're minerals, Marie. They're minerals.
worth of solar charging, plus a single night of moonlight. She also displayed her near-empty sack of stones hanging from the ceiling.
Empty sack. Feel like there's a joke there.
Along with a black mirror with occult design, influenced by Jacob Sockness's occult practices. By the end of March, Christine's Patreon page experienced a loss of nearly 40% in earnings on the month previous, now totaling at $120 per month, contributed by 10 remaining patrons. Meanwhile, she had spent over $100 on eBay purchasing video games and game-related merchandise. At the start of April, Christine changed her Discord profile name to Sonichu982 and changed her avatar to a Twilight Sparkles Secret Chipfic folder card depicting Sonichu. On April 5th, she refollowed Sockness's Twitter account. On April 10th, after a 4-day break in online activity, Chris livestreamed herself on YouTube, reacting to the first installment of the MLP-themed animated YouTube series Red vs. Blue, created by noted Brony analysts Dr. Wolf and other members of his TF2 analysis series, wherein the analyst's own pony characters roleplay as classes of the game Team Fortress 2, in a scenario inspired by the long-running web series Red vs. Blue.
Red versus Blue, loved it. I remember when that first came out, I would watch every episode. I loved Red versus Blue. I thought that shit was hilarious. And they're going to disparage it and make this garbage? Fuck that.
Based on the Halo series of games.
Hey, back when Halo 3, that shit was top tier Xbox 360 right there.
The animated video premiered on YouTube at a set time, so Chris started her stream sometime in advance before reacting to it as it premiered.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Sonachuk coming to you live from home. In a little bit we will be streaming another lovely video. This is a reaction video to Red vs. Blue Part 1. So I hope y'all are as excited as I am to...
Hope you're all excited as I am and be checking out this, if you... Enunciate your letters, pronounce your words, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Be checking this out, and if you're not watching, if you're obviously video,
I don't know what you're saying. I don't have a fucking clue what you're saying.
Video on video opportunity or options right now. You're just gonna see me, and I have Rosie right here, Rosie Roasty right here sitting next to me. Oh, I'm not a chance sitting right here. Hey man, hey Abby. Y'all get to see live reactions. Note that I have previously seen this on BronyCon months ago, but pretty much forgot. Hey, I'm recording! Not right now, Barbara.
Hey, I'm recording. Not right now, Barbara. That's your mother, who's riddled with Alzheimer's, dementia. Yeah, just tell her fuck off, Chris. Just tell her to fuck off.
Sorry, I don't like being interrupted. Especially since this is the beginning! This is fun! I'm doing a live video stream! Yay!
Oh, you're gonna try to pull that card, huh? Well, you know what I could say to your little boss status? It can kiss my...
Enough! Both of you, please calm down.
Hi, Finn!
This is the fucking worst.
It's not like something's gonna magically appear in the next 10 seconds. Stop!
Just there!
I got this giant order for half a dozen pizzas back in the shop, and I didn't realize they wanted gluten-free dough! They don't even have an allergy, they're just that pretentiously trendy!
Waka waka! What convenient pizza party later? Dog dogs! Thank you kindly, everybody, for being so prompt.
Also on April 10th, Project S&T celebrated her birthday, posting several tweets about her activities, with Chris posting replies to each one, but failing to get a response from the artist. A few days later, a creator focused on the Nintendo game Animal Crossing New Horizons posted on Twitter of a new custom addition to their in-game world, a new resident modeled after Christine Weston Chandler. Though she was not involved with the making of the character at all, Chris approved of the design and concept, adding that she unfortunately did not possess a copy of the game. On the 13th, she posted her old bag, which she used for over half a decade, for sale on eBay for $30, which also featured a custom-made outside pocket fashioned out of duct tape. She also listed her complete set of signed Sonichu comics for $300, noting that 70% of the profits would go to the artists affected by the cancellation of the BabsCon convention. On April 15th, Sonichu, allegedly while in possession of Christine's body, posted about current happenings on Twitter. Sonichu: Hey everyone, this is Sonichu, the one and only prime of the species, and I have a few things to tell you all right now. Firstly and mainly, Mama, your Christian Sonichu of this dimension 1218, and I had swapped bodies in the morning hours of March 31st, 2020. It has been a crazy ride being in this part human body of hers. Anyway, Mama successfully attended BabsCon in C197 the past weekend and had a good time with some of her friends from 1218, as well as everyone else there in attendance, including Dr. Wolf and his friends. Now, here's the fun part. I will have arrived to her there with her body, and we will swap back then and there. Long story short, near future me enters C197.
I'm already in your chat, locale. Already made it known that I'm first in there.
With this body, time travels back to that day in California and makes the delivery. The event has not happened yet. So, things to note. Until the matter happens and resolves, to make this come full circle and sense-making, I'm stuck in this body, and I can't be close to Mama.
What up, Remo? Welcome in. Just so you're aware, we're right at the very end of my stream, but Locale News has a stream that's going to be kicking off here in about 13, 15 minutes or so. We're all going to be moving on right on over to there as soon as I get done. So be sure to go check out his channel, check out his live stream here in about 15 minutes.
Or my own original body, as that is occupied by my future self. And importantly, Mama is literally in her. Better state of powers and abilities in C-197, working with Magi-chan to get her body used to what she does on a daily through her projected soul alone. She is now, literally, in the position to fully and actively take and answer your prayers as the goddess that she is. Oh, Chris-chan. Meanwhile, I will be here with Rosie, Sylvana, and everyone else still here at this temple, pretty much body-sitting and watching/waiting for the fated clues and cues to follow in this mess until when I am able to come full circle with it to clear it up in this alpha timeline. That will basically cover it for now. Pray to our deities, including Chris-chan Sonichu.
Feel free to throw your link up one more before you head out if you'd like to. Feel free to throw that bad boy up there.
Is the time, people. Stay safe. I'll zap y'all later.
Make sure everybody can find it.
Lightning bolt emojis. The next day, the alleged Sonichu took a free online IQ test and found that he was gifted, earning a score of 135. On April
I don't think that test is accurate.
17th, Chris as Sonichu shared the development of a new game based on the TV sitcom Seinfeld, which was spiritually the addition of an additional season after the conclusion of the show. Sonichu then asked the star, Jerry Seinfeld, if he ever considered making a new season. One of Chris's followers replied, asking in complaint why he began every new tweet with Sonichu : The purported Sonichu explained that it was because he, Sonichu, not Chris-chan, was speaking, while Chris was literally and fully in Dimension C-197. He also felt it necessary to remind people of the new arrangement in the case any of Chris's followers were not aware of Sonichu's possession. The following day, Sonichu explained in a lengthy tweet thread that in Dimension C-197, they were affected by the same strain of COVID-19 as on 1218, but they were able to beat it due to the population consisting of powerful original characters. The cure was found contained in Blake Sonichu's body, and its potency was amplified by the addition of concentrated lightning generated by the combination of a unique runestone found in the state of Montana, lightning strike quartz from Washington, and some sugar. With these ingredients, the cure was tested and multiplied by biological scientists and medical doctors, and spread to everyone within a day. As COVID-19 brought about a need for social distancing, mass travel restrictions, and closings of establishments, it is conceivable that Christine used the concept of a body switch scenario to further engross herself in an escapist fantasy, one in which she managed to attend the long-awaited BabsCon in an alternate timeline. As it has happened before, negative outside influences only encouraged a deeper retreat into fantasy that Chris was now less likely than ever to let go.
Thank Christ that's over. Oh my God, at this point, I think these were the worst two of, 75, 76 episodes that we've seen so far. However many it's been, and they're not going to get better. I think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. But my God, guys, we did it. We're done. We're through it top to bottom, left to right, front to back. We fucking did it. We killed it. I don't know what to say. I'm not qualified to talk about shit like this. I don't have the proper credentials or accreditations. I don't know what the fuck to say to all this. I make stupid jokes. I don't know what to say about this. This is fucking way out of my league. I don't know. But we are done. Gee wee wees. That all being said, I do appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me. Make sure you go check out Locale News' stream. He's going to be going up here in about 10 more minutes. I'm already in his chat. Make sure you go check him out. So he's got some information he's going to be sharing with us tonight. So let's go see what he's got to say. I will be going through Cassandra's channel this week, making some videos, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And Tolerance Break will be over this week. We will be back at it with the Rippers this Friday evening. I'm gonna be hitting up my local dispensaries because I'm sure they're doing a 420 sale probably yesterday, today, and tomorrow. They usually do it like a 3-day thing. So I'll be seeing what I can pick up for us, what we can get on and cracking for this weekend. That all being said, let's go head on over to Locale News' channel and see what he's got to say. I'll see you guys there. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys. Oh! Before we go, take this bitch out on a ripper. Schwilly reminded me, take this bitch out on a ripper. You guys know what time it is. You earned it. You got through 2 hard-ass videos. Get those rippers out. Get yourself a double. Call this bitch a stream, and I'll see you over in Locale Streams or in Locale News' chat. Thank you guys again for being here. Poot poot. Wrap this shit up right. I'll see you guys soon.